Wealth is spiritual, systematic, strategic, and baby, it's not random. You've been taught to chase money, but nobody really showed you how to build a life where money chases you. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right when it comes to your money, but you're still struggling? I put so much into building this life where I thought I was doing the right thing with money. I had all the degrees. I almost got a doctorate. I was hired by the federal government. I worked there for 9 years, building the business, building the agency, millions and millions and millions of dollars. I enjoyed my job, but I was truly trading my time for money, helping them to create projects and infrastructure and just using all the gifts and all the skills I had, but I wasn't truly being valued. And I just felt like there was more for me. I felt like, while yes, the money was good, and I looked at my retirement account and I had all of this money, the thing was, when I thought about working there for 30 more years, at the end of the day, even at the rate that I was saving the money, it would not have been enough to sustain me. I would have only been getting at retirement a fraction of what I had put in concerning my time and a fraction of the pay that I was getting. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working a 9 to 5, but what I had to realize is if something happened to that job, I did not have any other streams of revenue. I didn't have a side business. I didn't have anything that would help me if I lost that main source of income. Look, if you're like me, then you know how to earn. I'm a good earner, but I didn't really know how to keep, grow, and multiply my money. Wealth is not in your income, it's in your infrastructure, it's in your plan. Wealth is not a dollar amount. Wealth is not a number, it's a system. True wealth isn't about how much money you have. It's about the structure, your mindset, your habits, and your relationships, the relationships that you need to build in order to sustain and multiply your money. You can have 100K in your account and still feel broke. Trust me, I know. You can still feel broke, scared, or unstable if you don't have the clarity, the control, or the strategy. Your money can come and go, but systems build legacy. Have you ever seen one of those millionaires that get interviewed on YouTube and the person asks them if they lost everything today, would they be able to rebuild it and still be a millionaire, billionaire? And they say yes. And that's because they have a blueprint of systems and beliefs that are strategic, the ones that they know build abundance versus the mindset of scarcity. They have systems in place, systems of habits, systems of protection, systems of relationships, systems of just strategy. So I'm going to break down 4 parts to a wealth system that I believe that are important. So that would be spiritual, and that's like your belief in your worthiness, your abundance, your mindset, your systems of beliefs, which is your abundance versus scarcity. A system of habits, which is budgeting, investing, leveraging your credit. A system of strategy, building businesses, creating cash flow, creating multiple streams of income, like making money in your sleep. A system of protection, insurance, trust, having boundaries around your money. And then relational, making sure that you're building a system with people that you love, people that you need partnerships with, having a great solid network, mentors, having a team. Look, let me tell you something. I can definitely be part of your team because I would not have built my mindset without mentors, having one-on-ones, collaborations. So in my description, I have opened my calendar to set a one-on-one with you. I can help you to build your foundational blueprint, to change your mindset, to change your money mindset so that you can go forward and get the abundance that you know that you deserve. The link to set up a one-on-one is in my description. So let's talk about some of the lies that you were taught about wealth. So One of them could have been work hard and you'll be rich one day. Money doesn't grow on trees. Stay safe. Don't take risk. So for me, my job was my survival, but I know that my destiny is actually freedom. So let's start by rebuilding your wealth system. So step one is to get honest about your current system or the lack of one that you have. What are your thoughts when you think about money? You know, how do you even budget? How does that work in your mindset? Does it make you frustrated? Do you get scared? Do you get nervous? Does it build anxiety every time you think about paying bills and looking at your list of what you do? Or do you even have a system? So that is the first thing that you need to look at. Step two is creating a vision that goes beyond your income. I don't care if you make $30,000 or $300,000. What is your vision about how you're going to grow your money? How you're going to really build a systematic structure to really realign yourself when it comes to your money mindset when you look at how much you have. Step three is what I call learning the game, learning about credit, learning about how to structure cash flow, whether that is building your own business or buying an existing business. Where do you invest? How do you really attain more income without working as hard as you're already working? Number four, which is my favorite, of course, healing your emotional wounds that make you sabotage your money. So this is specifically my area, right? This is specifically what I do, is help people heal their financial trauma. I don't care how much money you have, where you're from, how you live. There is not anyone that I have ever met that has not gone through some financial trauma. It doesn't matter if they grew up with money or they grew up in poverty. There are systematic beliefs that people have that is based on the things that have happened to them in the past when it comes to their money mindset. Whether that is the thoughts of a lack, of scarcity, of having to hold on to money, or having the thoughts that money is always going to be there, so I'm going to just spend it all, right? Not having any method to actually meeting yourself in the middle and not being on one extreme or the other extreme when it comes to how you look at money, how you feel about money, and not having a love-hate relationship, but really looking at money as your friend, knowing that it has to flow, that your money has to have money babies, that your currency is supposed to stay in a current, stay in a wave, just like the ocean. I know it might sound corny, but the way that I visualize my money when I meditate or have thoughts about the money I have to grow is I think about an ocean, like a sea of money, and it goes up and down and the waves are going in and out on the beach. But that is how I literally have to look at money. I want the money to help me to feel abundant, to help me to feel like it's endless, it's limitless, it's boundless, and that I am always gonna attract the money, that I am always gonna have the money chase me versus me always chasing the money and have to think and do and be. How can you create a strategic system for yourself where you already feel abundant so that you know that the money will come to you? Someone who inherits $1 million but has no financial system will likely lose it. Someone with 50K in income but has a solid system can learn how to retire with millions. Now, I know you're ready to build and create a system that works. It can work for you spiritually, emotionally, and financially. You got this. Don't doubt yourself. Just change. Just make one step in front of the other. That's how you create your abundance. That's how you create your wealth. That's how you change your money mindset, coming up with your own strategy, your own blueprint for what works for you. Thank you for watching our channel. Make sure you subscribe because you know you like this content, and make sure you ring the bell down here somewhere for my weekly live talks. I do lives every week. And lastly, remember, you are your greatest value. You are your greatest asset. Take care.